Let's talk about how it felt for you just to get back in a game and how you felt playing that hockey game.
You know, it felt good, obviously, to get back in after kind of an injury. You always want to come back strong. My legs felt good, and the puck kind of got away from me a couple times, but overall, I felt pretty good.
It's a bit of an unusual start to obviously 10:30 in the morning. Not something you can easily prepare for. But from your perspective, how did it go? For yourself.
These ones are always kind of weird. Waking up at 7 and having pasta before a game is never ideal, but you kind of just stick to your routine once you do get to the rink. And I thought that it was good. I felt like I had jump out there and that kind of was making plays too. So unfortunately, had a couple bounces that could have gone the other way and just hopped off the stick. But overall, yeah.
Obviously, you would have rather had it in a win, but what can you say from the energy from the crowd? 7,000 screaming kids, all morning long. Obviously, it brings a lot of energy for you guys. Didn't work out the way you would have wanted it, but from an athlete's perspective, what can you say about the kids and what they brought?
Yeah, it was definitely loud out there. That'll wake you up for a 10:30 game, that's for sure. And it's fun. They're having a great time, and we try to bring the same energy out on the ice.
You don't really have a lot of time to think about it. You're going to head out on the road. It's going to be a long road trip. So is that an opportunity for you guys to bond as a group? And I mean, you've lost 4 in a row now to kind of throw this off and get a fresh start on the road.
Yeah, definitely does. Once we kind of pick it apart and learn from it, and then tomorrow's a new day and kind of get on the road and, like you said, kind of bond and kind of get the team gelling again and getting that aspect to it, and hopefully comes with a couple more wins.
Why at 10:30, a little bit of an unusual start, obviously. What did you think of the school day game?
It's awesome. I mean, aside from the loss, the energy in the building is, it's incredible. I think I speak for everyone on our team. It's a lot of fun when you have, you know, kids in the building just screaming after every play. It makes things exciting and hectic, and for both teams. You have to certainly be louder on the ice when you have all the commotion.
Is that something you guys have to almost try and figure out a way to harness? Sometimes it's a little bit difficult because, like you said, it does change the dynamic from what you're used to.
Yeah, I thought first period almost felt like a playoff game, just with the screaming and constant commotion. The big jumbotron will say make some noise, and it's deafening, which is awesome. But definitely being able to harness that energy and try and use it to our advantage is something we can build on.
Always good to get on the board. What did you see on your goal?
Good face-off win. I thought it was good. We had the poise to set it up. Chiz could have took a 1T, chose not to. I kind of saw the play develop from a long ways away, and try to just time it right, and big old empty net for me.
Obviously, you guys aren't happy with the way things are going right now. 4 losses in a row. But from today's game, I mean, you had a chance. You obviously lost big time yesterday. So, where did you see today's game kind of go awry? Because I mean, again, you were into it for a bit, but then they managed to take it over.
Yeah, it's such a funny game. A lot of it comes down to details, like tiny little details, stick details, staying D-side on the puck in certain areas. Supporting the puck, communication, all these things go into playing a solid team game. And, it's a full effort. It takes everybody. It's not just one guy or another guy. We'll regroup this week at practice. We're certainly unhappy with, the skid that we're on, but we're hoping to turn it around.
Big opportunity for you guys to get on the road, bond as a team, and it's obviously a long road trip, remainder of November, so get a chance to as a group, bond and kind of reset everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I think these long road trips, they allow us to, spend time with each other and get to know each other more. So we can take 4 games losing at home and, hopefully 4 games winning on the road. So we gotta combat that.
No, obviously you guys wanted to have a big effort today after yesterday's game. So how did you see this game overall for your team?
I think we tried to come out and respond to yesterday's game. We did in some parts of the game and some we didn't. I think that just seemed like every time we turned over the puck, it ended up in the back of our net.
I was saying that sometimes it's just a matter of inches, the game of details, and he said that it's just something you guys have to learn to do, especially as a young team, is work on those details to not allow those chances to obviously end up in the back of your net.
Yeah, I think you nailed it actually right there. I think it's you have to learn how to play in games like this. Sometimes when the game's tight, they were checking hard, they're up in our face. We got to put pucks behind them. I mean, it's just like a cliche. You hear it every time, but I mean, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel, and it shows when you don't do that. You turn over pucks, and then a few mistakes lead to another, and then it's in the back of your net. So it's a good learning experience for our team this weekend. I think it's something that we got some things to work on, obviously, and I think we'll show that through video. And for our younger guys, it's a huge learning experience.
Opportunity to get on the road with these guys and kind of put it behind and bond as a group and kind of reset everything, and like you said, teach them this week and then head on the road fairly quickly to get back into action.
Yeah, it's good to not let it linger that long, but like I said, we got a couple practices here that we need to fix a couple things, and then get out on the road is always good. I think it's good to have a little bit of a longer road trip where we can get out there, and learn how to play on the road. You got to play in somebody else's barn, and just got to learn. You just got to learn from these games, which we'll do this week.
Sure, if you played in any of these school day games in your career, but what do you have to say about the 7,000 skid screaming kids the entirety of this game? Were you able to communicate on the bench, or did it have to change the way you did things?
Well, I played in many of these games. No, they're always great. There's a good energy in the building, and it's really fun for the kids to come. I mean, my son was here with his school. He was super pumped to be at the game with his buddies and watch us play. So it's always and it's a good cause too for the Project 11. For these kids learn a little bit about that with the mental health that goes around nowadays. That maybe they learned a lesson where if they're feeling down or something's bothering them, they can talk to people and everybody's there for them.